Eelgrass restoration by seed is a method that can add genetic diversity to restoration projects when compared to transplanting alone. With climate change impacts and other stressors, this increased genetic diversity may add advantages for eelgrass bred adaptability. Eelgrass habitat has significant ecological value and is under intense threat globally. The value of eelgrass includes critical salmon habitat, shoreline erosion protection, and carbon sequestration. Eelgrass can spread asexually, laterally, at a rate of only 0.5 meter per year, or sexually through seed dispersal with low germination rates and generally low area spread. There are several seeding methods being trialed globally. The boy-deployed seeding method, or BUDS method, described in this video, has value due to the added genetic variation, low costs, and simplicity, making it well-suited to both large and small-scale restoration projects and accessible to community groups and schools. This method is ideal to be combined with transplanting projects, but can also be a standalone method. Site selection is critical for successful restoration projects. The donor bed should be assessed for density of reproductive shoots. Please review the Pacific Salmon Foundation's Eelgrass Restoration Handbook for details on site selection criteria. The bud sets can be laid out in any configuration desired, whether several small plots or a single large one. Spacing and dimensions will vary with the characteristics of each site. It is important to ensure the plot's lines and buoys are not a navigational hazard and verify if any permits are required. Selecting your donor site means checking the ripeness of the seeds in the weeks leading up to the low tide collection window. Seeds should be mature farthest along the stem for ideal timing. All seeds will continue to mature well in the net bags attached to the bud sets. Timing to collect ripe shoots varies by location, but late June to early August is the general window. Each bud set consists of an anchor, floating line, buoys, and a net bag containing the reproductive shoots that will be clipped to the line. The anchors can be half cement blocks or rocks with a hole drilled through them. Here is a mock-up of how the whole bud set with a net bag attached will look. No totes or buckets are actually needed until the reproductive shoot collection stage. The plots of bud set should be deployed in advance of seed collection. Walking on the sediment at this stage is fine, or you can use a boat, stand-up paddleboard, kayak, or snorkel to access the plot. Timing of this step is at your convenience, but before the seeds are ripe in July or August. Once the seeds are ripe, it is time to collect the reproductive shoots. Collection is done by breaking off the lighter colored reproductive shoots near the sediment and placing them intact in the mesh bags. Try to collect in a pattern and not more than a 50% rate. Continue until the volume collected is sufficient to put at least 2 handfuls of shoots in each of the number of bud set bags decided on. A team of 4 to 8 volunteer snorkelers is needed. Any collected shoots can be stored in totes of fresh, cool, aerated seawater for up to 48 hours. Collection materials needed are coolers, totes, buckets, wetsuits, masks, snorkels, fins, and mesh laundry bags. Within 48 hours, the mesh bags should be prepared by having the reproductive shoots put in them and the clips or wires attached to each bag. Then, using a boat, stand-up paddleboard, kayak, or snorkelers, go to each bud set and attach one bag to the floats. The seeds will continue to mature and, when ready, fall from the shoots through the holes in the bags to the sediment below. All the equipment of the sets are left for 45 to 60 days. Then, without walking or disturbing the substrate, all equipment should be removed other than leaving a marker if needed. To know if the seeding was successful, monitoring is needed. There are 2 timings of monitoring. The first timing is early the following spring, April or May. Monitoring consists of looking for the very small seedlings that germinated over winter. By June, it may be difficult to differentiate between a seedling and any pre-existing eelgrass present. Counting individual seedlings can be a challenge. Success can be measured by noting few, some, many, and the approximate range of numbers. This stage must be done by snorkeling or other non-sediment disturbing method, as the seedlings are very fragile. Markers may be left near the seedlings, such as a mini float or flagging tape on landscape staples. The second monitoring timing is in the fall, before the good low tides are gone. Here you are determining establishment of the new seedlings, as not all the fragile seedlings survive. These stems will now look like mature eelgrass. Look for any markers you left in the spring. It is now safe to walk on the sediment within the plot. Eelgrass restoration through seeding is simple and low-tech. Seeding increases genetic variation in the bed and can be used as a method when transplanting is not a viable option, such as when there are archaeological or safety concerns at the site. This new to BC method is a useful addition in our restoration toolbox that can increase adaptability and improve eelgrass bed health.